Welcome to the press conference for race one of round 3 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship here at Oulton Park. Coming to you, Shane Byrne. A bit of a strange race for you today, under investigation after a close pass at the Hissy chicane. Are you pleased with adding more points to your tally?
I didn't realise I was under investigation, so now you've made this hot room even worse. Yeah, well, listen, it's BSB. There's no margin for error. We can't just all of a sudden brake 5 metres later than the guy in front of us and make a clean pass every time. And I've apologised to Jason. Jason said absolutely no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I did run in there a little bit hot, but it's been done here a million times before, so I'd be pretty if I get a fine for it or something like that. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, we had a really difficult morning warm-up session for some reason. I thought with the cooler conditions, the bike would be much better, and I'd be able to go quite fast. And although we used tyres from yesterday, the lap time just wasn't coming. I was really suffering. I couldn't make the bike turn, and the team put the spare shock in the bike, thinking that the shock was the problem. But it just seemed like as soon as I closed the throttle and went into a corner, I got some chatter on the way in, and as soon as I picked the throttle up on the way out, it just spun anyway. So I don't want to make excuses. These dudes have done a great job. I ended up on the podium in a bad race, and if you can bag a podium when things aren't going your way, then it's not all bad. So big thanks to PBM, BYZ Ducati and Roland Race 2.
Good man, thank you. Second on the grid to second on the podium, and lots of fallen riders today. Did the decision to go with the medium front tyre pay off?
It didn't. Beginning of the race, I think it definitely helped me. But them last few closing laps of the race, Leon just had that little bit of edge on corner entry. But from where we was Friday afternoon to where we are now, I can't tell you, we was struggling. We've been struggling all year in the dry really, but we seem to have found something this weekend. And yeah, just a big credit to the team, because they done a fantastic job to turn it around this weekend and get me to feel comfortable. I still wasn't 100% in that race, but I was able to fight with Leon, and like I say, if we can find a few attempts in them last few laps, I think we'll be good to fight with Leon at the end of race 2.
Cool, thanks Jake.
Cheers.
And Leon Haslam, you've won 6 of the last 8 Bennetts BSB races here. Now another well-controlled race win today. What is it about Oulton Park for you?
Well, that was 7 actually out of 9, but yeah, well, I'll let you off for that one. No, obviously the Oulton's one of my favourites, as well as it seems to suit the Kawasaki really well. So, you know, we have to take advantage of that, and you know, we've worked hard this weekend. We're using the soft tyre, which is the first time I've used a soft tyre at this racetrack. And you know, we've been quite confident, even though we've not been topping the timesheets all weekend, because we've just been using the one tyre, putting in race runs, and just really getting a good feeling to be in that rhythm. Because one, you need to be close in the last 5 laps, but you also need to be able to push on in them last 5 laps for a battle. So you know, big thanks to JG and Kawasaki. We've done a good job this weekend, and we'll see what the second race brings.